Hey plant fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jacqueline. This is my jungle, and today I wanted to talk to you and do another comparison between two plants that I have that people tend to get really confused. I hope that you guys have been enjoying these videos. We did some on some Hoyas, but today I am going to show you one of my favorite plants, and it is a Scindapsus Silvery Ann versus the Scindapsus Argyraeus. I'll put it on the screen and you figure it out, okay? So I have both of these and my mom has both of these, so I'm going to show you mine and hers because they all look a little bit different. And this is my favorite one out of my collection, and I don't know if you can guess which one it is. It's pretty obvious on this plant because I do have leaves that are totally silver on this one, and then you can see I have ones that don't really have much silver on them at all. So when you have a plant that doesn't really have a lot of silver on it, like my mom's, I gave her this one because I found that one. Hers is getting more silvery for sure, some of the leaves, but when I first got it, it really mostly looked like this. And it was hard to even tell that this was a Silvery Ann. So that's my mom's Silvery Ann. And then this is the regular one. So if you can tell the difference between the two, it's pretty obvious with this plant, like I said, because it's super silvery. But when you look at the leaves that aren't quite as silvery, I'm wondering if you can tell the difference between them now. Can you? Because it can be really, really difficult. But the main thing that I want you to take away from this video is that the Argyraeus, the regular one, you can see that the silver is pretty consistent throughout the whole leaf. It's scattered pretty in like a pretty consistent pattern across the leaf. See what I mean? It's just pretty evenly splotchy down the middle of both sides of these leaves, as opposed to the Silvery Ann, where you could see these leaves where they don't have as much. It's much more sporadic. It's a little bit more like arguably splashy looking, and a lot of the silver tends to concentrate around the edges and at the tips of these leaves. Obviously you're going to get some up here too, but you'll see a lot of the silver tends to concentrate down at the bottom. So this leaf can be confusing because it does have some of that same pattern to it, but you see how much more inconsistent this is. I wish I had more hands. See if I could do this without damaging my plant. Compared to this. Do you see what I mean? Oh, this one's just like more evenly spread. Even that leaf right there, that's a good example. Come back, leaf. These can look identical, and I'm aware of that. But do you see how this one is still really green at the edges? And this one's more silvery, and it tends to concentrate down here. And the splash itself just looks slightly different. This one is more consistent across the leaf, and this one just has more of like an inconsistency to it. I can't, vocabulary words, I can't even come up with a better word than consistent and inconsistent. But I know that it can be hard to tell when the plant isn't very silvery, so hopefully by showing you my mom's plant that's not very silvery, it will help you understand what I mean. So even though it does have some of the splotching up here, it is still very silver at the tips. Even this one has like no splashes at all, but it does have a hint of silver down here. That is your key to figuring out if you have a Silvery Ann or not. And they're more likely to have just totally green leaves as well, as opposed to this one where you'll notice that even leaves that don't have a lot, they still have it consistently throughout the whole leaf, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? These Silvery Ann can give you leaves that look like this, that are just totally green with very few little splashes of silver. In the Argyraeus, she doesn't really do that. Even on the leaves that, like I said, don't necessarily have a ton of it. You're still gonna see some of it up at the top of the leaf, and then when you don't have too much splashing on here, you're gonna see a lot of it concentrated at the bottom. So a way that I tell is even when you have a green leaf like this, you can see there's still some silver around this edge and the tip here. Does that make sense? As opposed to, I need more hands, you guys. I need David here to help me hold these plants. As opposed to this one, that can get some silver edging for sure. Don't get me wrong, they are very closely related, but it just doesn't concentrate on the leaves the same, and you're not gonna see it as prominent on all of the leaves. So I hope that that helps. I hope that that makes sense. I say that a lot. I hope that seeing these next to each other is helpful. I love the Silvery Ann. She is one of my favorite plants just purely because you can get leaves like this that are all silver. I got lucky with this one, so I bought it and gave my mom this one because this one's way more silvery. But these are the same plant. But you see, even from a distance, this one has more green. It almost looks more like a jade Scindapsus, which I actually really like, which is why I prefer the Silvery Ann to the regular one. You could see how the splashing, it just concentrates different on the leaf. And then you'll get ones like this that don't really have any at all, and that's really not likely to happen with this one. So I hope that that helps. I hope that that helps you guys when you're in the store. If you do see a plant that looks like this, snag it. Even if it's not super silvery, cut it back. You might get more silver. I don't know if it has much to do with sun exposure because silver variegation is different genetically than other types of variegation. I know. I've been meaning to do a video on it and show you all my silver plants because I love silver variegation. I don't know why I felt the need to sing that, but this is one of my favorite plants in my collection. I'm totally obsessed with these silvery, sparkly leaves. They are stunning, and it just provides a really nice contrast from the green. So I gotta trim this one. She's looking a little scraggly, but look at how silvery and beautiful the leaf is, you guys. Does anybody want this? I think I'm gonna cut it and list it up on Etsy. So that's my story. I hope that I answered all of your questions. If I didn't, please leave them down below. I am more than happy to help. These are definitely thirstier plants. They require a little bit more water. Like, I swear I water this thing every day and it still looks like this. This is my regular Argyraeus. Sorry, my mom's is nicer because she overwaters her plants, but that's good for certain plants. I give her ferns and things like that so that she won't murder them. And I have make sure she puts things in pots that have drainage because she has a bad habit of putting things in pots that don't have drainage with like actual dirt from outside, and then it just turns into mud and it all settles at the bottom, and I'm like, how do you suffocate a pothos like that, you know? So we take care of her plants when she's not home, and then she comes home and she's like, oh my gosh, my plants look so good, they're doing so well. And I'm like, go you, you're a good plant parent. So anyway, my shirt I wanted to show you as well is from a company called Piper and Ivy. I really like this shirt a lot because I'm an introvert. It says, sorry, I have plants this weekend. It's really cozy. It's mostly cotton, I think 90% cotton and 10% polyester if I'm not mistaken, and this is a size medium. So if you guys want to go check out their shop, I'll link it for you. I don't have any discount codes, it's not an affiliate link or anything. They just wanted to send me some shirts, and asked me to review them. So I unboxed them in my August vlog. You would have seen if you watched the whole thing. Bless your heart if you watched the whole thing. Leave me a comment down below if you watched the whole hour and 10 minutes that my vlogs tend to be. I'm more than happy to cut those up into like weekly or bi-weekly vlogs, but for now I thought it's fun to kind of have one big monthly video. So I hope you guys have been enjoying those. I really love this shirt. I definitely recommend checking out their store. Really cute, cozy stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. I've been filming all day and I'm pooped. So I appreciate you, fam. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, leave me, I don't know, leave me an old lady or an old man emoji because they have silver hair. See what I did there? Nobody will understand it if they don't watch the whole video and they only see the comments. So leave me a little old person or any silver emoji that you can find. I appreciate you, fam. I'm gonna go. Let me know in the comments below if you've been enjoying these comparison videos and what plants you're confused about, and if I have them, I'm more than happy to help you and show you the differences between them. I am also going to be doing a full Scindapsus collection and plant care video, so if you're excited to see that, let me know in the comments below. I've been filming for way too long today, so I'm gonna go. Okay.